Come, we are going to get started right now. I'm setting my screen up. There we go. I had to get it right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I am going to get started in a second. Hopefully, I can get everything set up pretty quickly here. Hello, friends. Thank you so much. Some of you are going to be coming in a second. I appreciate you all joining. How is everybody doing this morning? I act as if the room is full. You gotta do that. That's how you get started. Hello, how are you, friend? Good morning. I said, you heard me just say, I act as if the room is already filled. I am saying good morning to people and making sure I'm doing my greetings. I appreciate you, friend. So I am getting started now. I want to make sure I liked my live. I gotta go back and like my own live here. Make sure I have all that set up. Go here. How are you doing this morning? How you doing, friend? Hello, how are you? It's just Sherry. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. I am well and I am multitasking as always. I understand. I totally understand. Sherry, my hold on one second. Got the volume up. My moderator, yes, Michelle Crochet, she's in the room too, so she can answer all questions you have about going live and making sure you understand YouTube. She's my YouTube person. How are you, friend? That's what this is all about. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to both of our channels, but comment and like to make sure you're getting as much support from this. You know, I co-stream on YouTube, TikTok as well, so I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm actually just doing some housekeeping to make sure I'm all set up. Thank you so much. Yes, and share the live. And we are going to get started. Yeah. Hello, yes, Michelle. Yes, friend. Let's see. I gotta like this live here too. And doing all things to get us activated. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go over to TikTok. I'm trying my best to be a little bit more efficient with my time. Again, Michelle, you know that I'm always talking about that with when it comes to having a new shop page. So that's taking up a little bit more of my time than I anticipated, but it's all good. And so, getting that set up. I did a little something different. I have a video I just posted, and I am proud of you. Thank you so much. I just posted a video. I was in my live. I don't know if you were in there still towards the end. My 4 o'clock is for my newbies, my nervous people, the shy people, the people who are trying to figure this thing out. And at the end, they were like, you know what, could you just do a session about mindset? So I said I'll agree to do it Wednesday. So Wednesday, I'm going to do mindset. Today, I am going to do my YouTube exclusive after the 4. Yes, on TikTok, I do mystery makeup where I'm blindly pulling up eyeshadow, blushes, and lipsticks. What I pull and what I pull up, I have to wear all day, and it doesn't come out. Doesn't come out of so good sometimes. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. I can see the chat over here better than sometimes. Yeah, that's what I was reading. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. Are you? Oh, okay. Michelle's talking to you. Make sure you are growing your channel, friend. But yes, oh my gosh, that's a fun way to do it. And you wear it all day like that. Oh gosh, you are braver than me, friend. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, you are so much braver than me. I don't know if I could do that. But it's definitely freeing. You're just like, whatever. This is what I look like. This is the way I did my makeup. I love that. Oh gosh. Let's see. Hold on one second. make sure I am setting up. Hold on one second. Some people. Did I get some messages? Oh yeah, I got some messages. That's funny. You're talking to me. Oh, that's funny. My nervous shy people. I posted a video. That's what I was about to say. I posted a video where I am doing a mindset on Wednesday. And it's funny because I just had a couple comments in that came in. People are like, "Are you talking to me?" Because the whole mindset, the nervous, the shy, the introverted folks, they're like, "Oh my gosh, it is so hard to go live because they're so intimidated." But then you have Sherry who's in here and she just puts makeup on and wears it all day. I haven't thought about YouTube before. Really? Interesting. Yeah, YouTube is you want to consider YouTube too because honestly, the videos you're doing on TikTok, you can repurpose those and make that content here. You just download it, do some edits, and that's content. And your page is fun. So if you're doing that, you will have a lot of people who come in and they're interested in just how you are just doing that in a way that is just so free. And again, it's that whole thought of like, okay, you know what, when I put this on and it's funny, it's fun, it's funny, you're doing it. And so I would say take some of those videos and maybe just start there. But yes, Michelle can tell you because I will say this, I'm a person where I say get started. She tells you how to start it correctly. so so we're that dynamic duo where I'm gonna say go ahead and do it and push you out there. And she's gonna say, well, wait a minute now, there's a couple things you want to keep in mind. And I'm still catching up with how I should be doing it correctly, but again, it's a great way to have content out there. It's a search engine, so as people search for things, makeup tips, fun way to put your makeup on, whatever your thumbnails are, people searching for that, and you're able to get eyes on your channel, as well as if you have clickable links to maybe some of the makeup products and their affiliate links, you get compensated that way. So yeah. So yes, Michelle's telling you how she can help you and do it the right way. So that's it. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Let me get my screen set up. I'm about to start my TikTok live. And this is my level up conversation. That's what I call this. I don't want you to feel nervous about going live. In my 4 o'clock, I talk a lot about that nervous energy and the introverted and scared and shy. But here we're talking about going live with confidence because there's money to be made. Just like I said, the clickable link with your products. Yep. So, okay, let's see. All right, friend, let's see. All right, we're gonna do this. Get set up soon. All right, I'm going live. Good morning, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. I want you to go live and monetize your expertise. Make sure that you are connecting with your audience, whether you have a physical product or a digital product, your consultation, your coaching, whatever you're offering, you want to make sure you are providing that solution to your audience. And that's a way to monetize your expertise. So we're going to talk all things going live. My friend, how you doing, a big one? How are you, friend? Come on in. I appreciate you joining today. And hello, girl. Let's go. I love that. That's your name. I love that. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me. Travel agency. That's what it is. Okay. I love that. I thought you was about to say motivational speaker. Look at you. Good morning. How you doing, Elegant? Thank you so much, Ben. Appreciate you coming in, get your daily heartbeat. Yes, I love that. So travel, let's go. That's it. Let's go. Like I said, I was thinking motivation, but you like, hey, we're going to pack our bags. We're going to get up out of here. That's what we're doing. How you doing, Gail? Thank you for coming in, friends. We are just getting started. You guys know I am on YouTube, and so we're chatting over there. Yes, Michelle Crochet, she's in the chat as my moderator. And if you want to connect with her, that is a good person to connect with if you are thinking about YouTube as another platform to get on as well, because she's coaching me through that process. That's right, about to move abroad. Oh, really? Where you going? Tell me where you're going. That's a great idea. So in the meantime, though, you're domestic here in the U.S. and you help people go. I'm assuming different types of trip. Thailand first. All right. No, wait a minute. You're moving there, so you said Thailand first. So you're gonna move once you get to Thailand. You're gonna move some other place. So you're gonna I'm assuming you're just gonna move to different locations. You're gonna be like an expat, going different places, different countries. That's pretty exciting, friend. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let me know. You guys get to tap in a like in a live. Um, uh, TikTok has all types of different programs they're doing lately. Interesting. There's another campaign that's up there. I might have to sign up for that one. Come on in. How you doing, Marvin? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you all coming in. We're going to get started. This is my level up conversation. I say it all the time. This is where the 10 o'clock is different from the 4 o'clock. Okay, y'all? The 4 o'clock, I actually just posted a video. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that because it came up in my conversation yesterday with my newbies, my nervous, my scared, my shy people, my people who are like coming back for more and more, but they haven't clicked that go live button. So we're going to talk about that process, but we're going to talk about the mindset in particular because I want people to take advantage of making sure you have the right mindset. And so I'm looking at my watch. That's 1 o'clock. Okay, 6 p.m. Interesting. I might sign up for that. What's the topic about today? The topic today, come on in. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for joining. The topic today, so I say go live and monetize your expertise. So when we do this 4 o'clock, I share some information about going live, but also making sure you are talking to your target audience. How do you think about branding yourself? And then how do you build and use this live stream as a platform to support connecting with your audience, but offering them a solution? So that's the goal. The end game here is just thinking very intentionally about your strategy to monetize in particular, okay? And I talk about it from monetizing here within the app, and you clearly can do that. I say that this is one of the first ways you can monetize on TikTok, very first way. However, you can monetize even above and beyond this, okay? So you can monetize in a way that you are growing and building a community and making another passive income stream because you're offering a solution. So I give you tips and strategies on how to do that. I'll talk about my services at the end where I offer coaching, but I also offer a bundle to kind of get you started. So if you're thinking about, okay, if I'm going to be in this space, and this space here is digital marketing, that's what it is. And so people don't make that connection all the time. They're like, oh, digital marketing, this, no, digital marketing is anything you do digitally. That's essentially what it is. And so as you're thinking about branding yourself, as you're thinking about making passive income, as you're trying to make primary income, that's what this is all about. So I want you to engage it with the right strategies and the right mindset. So if you're doing it, you can be successful. Okay. How you doing? Mix it up with Gigi. Thank you so much for being here, sharing the live. Chantel, how are you, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the live. So we're gonna get started. I want to make sure we are doing all things to grow and level up this year. This is what this is all about. Um, I'm well, thank you. You're welcome, friend. And so we'll get to chatting, we'll get to talking, connecting. TikTok we'll get more friends in the room, and they'll come in and join us. And then what will ultimately happen? We're gonna build this community. We're gonna get to chatting, talking, commenting, sharing, liking, all the things to make sure you guys are getting engagement points, but also that the live is activated. So that's what it's about. How you doing, Ray? Thank you so much. Good morning. Hello, MJ. How are you, friend? Coming on in here. I appreciate you. So we're going to get started in a second. I wanted to fill something out. TikTok has something I want to sign up. Okay, let's see. I got to do something real quick. Thank you all coming in. Get your daily heart rate. Give me 1 second. I can't see the screen right now because I'm filling out something that's on TikTok's page. Make sure I get information. Just so that you guys know, and like I said, I talk to you guys from a live host perspective because I want you guys to be successful as well. TikTok has a promotion here. What's your TikTok name? Let's see. Username. Okay. They have a promotion here for a webinar. That's what it is. So I was like, okay, let me sign up for this. How often do you typically go live? Okay. Um, I got more than that, but we'll see. I figure I'll sign up. Okay. Thank you so much, all coming in. How you doing? Phenomenal. Appreciate you. How you doing, Doris? Appreciate you all coming in, Taurus girl. You guys coming in, connecting. Yes. I tried going live yesterday. It was a disaster. How you doing, Carolyn? Thank you so much. It was a disaster. Wait a minute. Happy Tuesday, Mentor. How you doing, friend? I appreciate you being here. Yes, good morning. Okay, so wait a minute. What happened? What was disastrous about it? And so here's what's going to happen. Let me say this since we're starting to get a few more people in the room. I just posted, how you doing, Sherry? Um, I just posted today, this morning, because I wanted to post before I got on live. I'm doing a mindset shift conversation, 4 p.m. tomorrow. So Wednesday, you can go to my bio and click the live event to register if you want to pre-register. It's just my typical lives. Thank you so much for renewing. Oh gosh, I appreciate that, Doris. Thank you so much. I see your friend. So um, what I will say, thank you so much, Chantel. So what I will say is that I left my 4 o'clock towards the end. There were several of you in the room. I don't know if any of you were in the room 4 o'clock, let me know. I think you were. Mix it up, Gigi. Let me know if you were still in the room. Um, and so what had happened was that we started talking about mindset towards the end, and someone's like, you know what, can you just do a mindset conversation for us? I was like, you know what, I have not done that. I talk about my bundle. You guys have seen me. I don't know if you have seen me because I haven't had a chance to really thoroughly walk through it. How you doing, Mama T? Um, I haven't had a chance to thoroughly walk through it as of late because I kind of skim it. But I talk about it because it's my free product, and I put that in my stand store on purpose because for you to do anything in a digital marketing space, you've got to have a mindset because it is a different than how it's different than how we've been conditioned and taught about work-life balance, about working a 9 to 5, all the things that we've been trained over our lives to do. You get up in the morning, you go to work, you do a 9 to 5. This is a different mindset. This is entrepreneurial mindset. But on top of that, it's entrepreneurial in the sense that you have to be active and present in this space. And then when you talk about and you layer that with live streaming, or you layer that with your content creation, and you are doing it face forward, then you're like, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm totally exposed here. And so you got to be in a mindset that says, you know what? I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep going at it. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be engaging. I'm going to do all the things because I know if I start planting those seeds, I'm going to see something grow. It's going to blossom. It's going to become better. And then I'm going to be rewarded by it. Reward is going to be affiliate opportunities, brand deals, monetization because you're going live, monetization because people are clicking your link and buying your products. And so just think about that. So we're going to talk about mindset. So my whole session for about 4 p.m. tomorrow. I'm not going to do it totally today, but at the 4 o'clock. But it is based on mindset because you got to be in the right mindset. So that's what this is about. And I want you guys to grow. But it takes that consistency. It takes the nerve to just hit that go live button and keep doing it every day. Keep building. It's going to get better. And if you know anything that you put your mind towards, you're successful at, if you can point to that thing in your life to say, when I put my mind towards this, here was the results I got. Was that going to college and getting your degree? Was that, putting applying for a job and then seeing you get yourself get hired? Was that an exercise regimen? Was that learning a different skill set like crocheting or culinary, whatever it is? That's the type of dedication we're talking about. Because if you do it casually or do it on occasion, you're really not going to see the full results and opportunity that could happen if you were to stick to it. So I just say that because I want you to be intentional. But that's going to be 4 o'clock's conversation because I got a lot of people who come to my lives and you're nervous and you're scared, you're introverted, you're shy, and I was all those people. I'm that person. I still say I'm that person. That is the inner person of me. Now it's this different version that has kind of come about now. So I want you guys to be intentional about this. Thank you so much, Katrina. I see you coming over to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. You got Yes Michelle in the chat. Tamika, thank you so much for being here as well. You guys come on in. Trisha, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming in with love. Ree, I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Tash, is that a Tash? Thank you so much. Look at your hand, her back at your friend. So we're gonna get started. You guys are activating, you're commenting, you're liking. Miss Darlene, I saw you come in too with your other page. Angel, thank you so much. I see your friend. You guys are leveling up. So come on in. We're gonna talk about this real peacemaker. JN Love, thank you so much, friend. So we know tapping the screen matters. So we have 3.5K. Go ahead and tap the screen. Engage. Engage. Tap the screen for me. And then we are going to talk about sharing the live, commenting, doing all the things. But right now, TikTok gave us a flash code. TikTok gave us the heart me, y'all. 15 heart me's. We know this group here, we know about the heart me. Okay? If you don't know about the Daily Heart Me, tell me if you're new to my room and you don't know about the Daily Heart Me, because TikTok is playing games. They got the wrong room up in here, because people in this room, you come in, you know you grab that Daily Heart Me. But if you don't, laugh out loud. Sarah, how are you, friend? Sarah, you didn't grab your Daily Heart Me? Look at you, leveled up to level 10. How are you, friend? So yes, you come in, you grab the Daily Heart Me. The Daily Heart Me, we say it all the time. It is the way TikTok knows that you are here. You are part of this community. Doing well. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for the roses. Holly Q, how was your practicing in them TikTok streets yesterday? Did you do well? Did you do a little bit of yeah? What was your number before? I was about to say, did you go into the TikTok streets yesterday? TikTok knew we needed a reminder. That's not what just happened. A few of you needed a reminder, just a few, but we're gonna get more people in the room. That's okay. So TikTok gave us the heart me. Like, look here, this crew knows. Okay, we know. Um, yeah, Holly Q, let me know how things went for you when you were out and about, if you got a chance to go out and about. So yesterday's talk, I shared a little bit about tips when you are in those other rooms, especially exhausted. I did go into those pressure filled streets, exhausting. Yeah. So the tip I gave is that when you gift, you actually want to do kind of this little tapping motion, a slow tap, and it allows you to stay hanging up longer, a little longer, as you are slow tapping. And so that's what it does. Okay. And so she was in those other rooms, those engagement rooms. That's the new name for them. So she went out there and she was trying to get some new besties. You know, I'm very intentional about, okay, who are you trying to get? How many, what type of people you trying to bring along with you? Because you got to make sure they're the right people. They're the right engaging people. I'm going in again today. I got a little traction, but I'm optimistic now that you coached me up. There we go, friend. There we go. Yeah, so um, she has a goal. Yes, Michelle, how are you, friend? You came over here to get your points. Came in the room grabbing my points, sharing some love. I appreciate your friend. Yes, y'all make sure you grab her. She is my person. She's my moderator over on YouTube. She's helping me there. And I love that there are people coming over to the YouTube. That's what this is about, y'all. Y'all gonna have me on a soapbox this morning. I'm really gonna have to get on a soapbox because I want you all to see how things will evolve and grow. I'm just saying, it's not rocket science. It is just reality. It's just how life is. If you do something with intention, the universe will pay you back, and people will come. People will support you. That's all I'm saying. So we're gonna chat about that a little bit, because I think this group here, you guys are my level up people. So sometimes you need a little mindset reset too. But I just want you guys to see what it means to be intentional about it. I did my first live yesterday. How was it with Mix It Up Gigi? Mix It Up with Gigi. She came in and said she did her first one and it didn't go well. She never came back and said what happened. But tell me what happened, Gigi, as well. How did it go, Trisha? Let me know, how did it go? And we're going to talk about it, because the first one is always a little awkward. It is the first. Okay? It's awkward. But it gets better. It was okay. 4 people came in. Look at you. Next, you said I will message you. She said you will not put me out in these streets like that. I will message you privately, friend. I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it, friend. I know that's right. Just message me. We'll talk about it. What happened? Oh yes, it's very awkward. Yeah, the first time is always awkward. But you got a restriction. What you do? What did you do? Were you drinking something like water or something? You gotta be careful about drinking. You gotta be careful about. Oh no, yeah. You weren't driving, were you? Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Yes, I said something I shouldn't have said. Oh, okay. You definitely got to be careful about saying words that you know, some words have double meanings, so it just depends on what your topic is about. So certain words have double meanings. So if you say something like, um, I'm not gonna say it, but if you say something that sounds like a illicit drug or something like that, and you didn't mean it that way, you were saying it in kind of a playful manner. That's a no no. That's a no no. You get in trouble for that. So you got to be careful about what words you use. I know one of my people, and I think maybe somebody in this room, I'm not going to point out names, but I think somebody in this room told me that one. Somebody in this room told me that one, so you got to be careful about what you say. But yeah, you got to be careful in that way. And you said, no, I was cooking. But again, you were cooking, but it might have been something, like you said, it must have been something you might have said by accident, and that wasn't the intent. I had 17 people. Oh, but it thought I was practicing. One lasted 4 minutes and logged off. I lasted 4 minutes and logged off. Oh, really? Did you? Hmm. Typically, you got to click practice mode. That's interesting. And then someone said that they hit practice and went into a straight live. So it timed them for it was like less than a minute before they were live. They were live. Gotta learn my lesson. Yes, definitely. Here's what I tell people too, especially when you do that first live. Go back and look at your recording. You gotta hydrate before you press live. You do have to be super careful with phrasing. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, definitely drink your water first. And if you have to go to the bathroom, pause the stream and then go. Hey y'all, I'm a podcaster, live host, huge fan of Dr. Lisa. Happy to connect. Look at you, curated by Holly Q. So yes, if you are a live host, my people who are new in the room, tell me you're new so we can get to chatting. My people who are live hosts, and that goes from Mix It Up with Gigi and Trisha. Y'all live hosts now, okay? I don't care if you did one or if you did 21. You're a live host, okay? So put it in the chat what your live host topic is, what time and time zone, because we want to make sure we're connecting. Yes, friend. That's it. You're a live host. You are officially a live host, okay? So come on in. Thank you so much. How you doing, Nika? Thank you so much for coming in, friend. And so what I will tell you, the first ones are always awkward, okay? Because again, you're looking at yourself, you're having a conversation. Now, you say, I conquered my fear. That's it. I love that. That's it. That's what tomorrow's 4 p.m. is going to be about, conquering that fear. Because it has to be a mindset. Because your mind is always telling you what you can't do or what you shouldn't do. And if you get, other people, more or less affirming that thought, then you're going to say, okay, no, I can't do it. But then when you come here and you go to other places and you see people who are live hosts, people who are doing it in the chat, people who, me, for example, who has been an introvert, a shy person, a nervous person, all the things, but I'm here talking to myself and talking to you all, and I'm enjoying it. So you want to make sure you're around people that's going to disrupt that thought and that thinking that you can't do it, because you can do it. You absolutely can. What I was going to say though, when it comes to that first go live, just make sure if you can practice, that's fine. That's great to practice. A lot of times, the very first one, I say play around with the buttons. People might be in a room, which is great. You can have a conversation. You can ask them to say if they're new and what's your name and where you're from. You can try to engage in that way. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But with that, you want to just start getting familiar with the platform. I think that's the first thing I will say. If you can get familiar with it, that's the key to making sure you're successful. I'm gonna pin the Daily Heart Me. If you have not grabbed your Daily Heart Me, go ahead and grab it. You have to have coins on your account. If you are new to my room and you don't understand what the Daily Heart Me is, what is a blue box? Because that's the thing that trips people up. Like, what are you saying? What's a blue box? But if you are not familiar with that language or anything like that, put in the chat and say, Dr. Lisa, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm new and I'll explain it. But the Daily Heart means that heart plus up here. What essentially it is, it's a way for you to come in. It's almost like a greeting where you click the Daily Heart Me. I tell you to do it when you come into someone's room, and then it shows that you are here to support. It's like a hello. You said, "What is the blue box?" Okay, I got your friend. Vision to Victory. I love that name. Awesome. Um, the blue box is actually the blue box that's on the line where your name is, right next to your photo. If you click where you say, what is a blue box? You're level 21, so you are a high engager. And so, level 21, you want to click your photo, your mini profile will pop up. Then, click your level 21. A blue screen's going to pop up. It's going to say how many points you've gotten, how many points you need to get to the next level, level 22 for you. And then underneath there's those experience points. Those are the points that you are striving for to get to that next level. So it's the difference between what you got and what you need. Those points there, that number is what you're striving for to level up. What does it mean to level up? TikTok is paying attention to you. So when you're a high engager, how you doing suddenly, Susan? When you're a high engager, TikTok says, okay, I see you are someone who's coming in these lives. You understand how to operate. You understand what does it mean to click your Daily Heart Me, to gift, to tap the screen, meaning that you're liking what you're experiencing as well as commenting. So all of that plays into how you engage. The how you have an overall experience, those experience points, how you have an overall experience in this live, okay? And you're collecting points for that. Think of it as an incentive. So TikTok is saying, okay, I'm going to incentivize my viewers by giving them points so that that makes them engage more. People are kind of competitive with it, so they want to be a high engager. They want to level up. They want their blue box to go up. Thank you so much. And then they'll look at other ways to level up. So the Daily Heart Me, you can level up for this live by doing special team gifts and some other things that you can send. You can go to the live host, my photo. If you click that, you can go to my gift gallery. You can do some gifting that way. When you gift there, you become what's called a title gifter. You get a recognition where you fly in at the top and you're a title gifter. Thank you so much, TikTok Taryn. Thank you so much for that. And so all of that plays into it. And then there's the wish box for the live host. There's different things that you can do. The popular vote, because that's part of a campaign that TikTok has to make sure people are actively being a part of the rankings where people are supporting their favorite live host through what they call now the fan club. Their favorite live host. I said that with a little disdain in my voice because I personally like when it was like join my team. We're a team. We're not. You guys are not groupies. So I just think it's something that they should reevaluate, in my opinion. And so I'm not a big fan of the fan club language. But as you are thinking, TikTok has a couple different other campaigns. Thank you so much for the roses. I wish they didn't change the fan. I know. Like, why would y'all do that? Like, we are not, I get it where some people like just, I don't know. Some people like that attention in that way. I just think it's not necessary. I think at the end of the day, we're team players. It's teamwork. This is a team effort. We are here. We are enjoying ourselves. We're having a good time, and it takes all of us to engage. And so for that, I see that connection of this is a team. We're a team. And so I just so happen to be the live host today. You will be the live host later today or tomorrow, whatever the case may be. And then I'm a viewer, and I'm going to come to you and support you because we're a team. That's how this goes. So that's how I see it. Thank you so much. We reached our live host goal, our flash goal too. I appreciate that. Is that not costly? What's not costly? Well, positive solution. Let me understand what you mean, friend. Let me understand what you mean. As you level up, let me know what you mean because I'm going to answer that, and I think the answer is it depends on your budget, friend. It depends on your budget, but let me answer that. I'm going to answer that in a couple different ways. If you're saying costly because of gifting, costly because of how you're leveling up to your blue box, costly because of you're here all the time, TikTok, TikTok. Um, it is, I think you need to be strategic about it. So let me answer that another way. I wish they didn't change the fan club. Yeah, me too. We want community, not fans. That's it. We want community. That's it. Somebody sat in a boardroom and it was like fan club, and then everybody said yes, fan club. And we're gonna do that. How you doing, Annette? How you doing, Nubian Queen? I see your friends coming on in. I see those sub stickers, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Grand Rising. I love that. Thank you so much. We're a community, not celebrities. We're not. We're not. That's not what we're doing here. Good morning. How you doing? I see the hearts. That's not what we're doing. We are all equal. That's it. And I try to press that because the reality is we all can do this. It doesn't have to be one person. We all can do this. And we can do it for our community. We can do it based on our topic, our niche. We can do it. So that's the reality of it. So it doesn't have to be only these exclusive people are able to do it. TikTok gives people live access way sooner now. So you get it under 100 points if you have your blue box and you're leveling up. So TikTok says, okay, I see you. I'll give you live access. Now it's up to you to click the go live button and build your community. But at the same time, we all have the same access. So if that's the case, then again, we all can be in support of each other. And so you can build your community and we all can be teammates. Okay? We are the definition of team, supporting and engaging. That's it. That's it. Thank you for sharing. We all need each other to make this work. That's it. One hand lifts the other, lifts the other up, another working together. That's it. Yep. I love that. Good morning. So, positive solutions. So you ask, is that costly? Let me make sure I understood the context of your question because I don't want to say I'm going to say a lot of things. And what I will say from a live host perspective, I'll talk about that. How you doing, Salty Mom? Appreciate you. Look at you for the hat and the mustache. I did my first live this morning. Well, wait a minute. You've been in a room for a minute suddenly, Susan. You just not saying this? Congratulations. How are you today, Cornelia? I am great. Thank you so much. You've been in the room for a minute now. How was it? We were just talking. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah. You said, yeah, I have been. Thank you. Yeah, we had some others came in reporting talking about Dr. Lisa. I went live today. Trisha, as well as Mix It Up with Gigi. And so look at you guys hitting that go live button. I love it. Good morning, Dr. Lisa. How you doing, Cap G? Thank you so much for being here. Um, but okay, I know my access has accesses. What does that mean? What does that mean? I wasn't bad live. Okay, it wasn't bad. Not too many people, but we had a nice conversation. There we go. That's what it's all about. That's awesome. Hey, Chad, how are you, friend? Kev G, thank you so much. Kev G, you said Sensei Kev. All right, friend, look at you. I'm assuming, okay, karate. Okay, I was going to say, I'm assuming martial arts, some form of martial arts. Awesome. Okay, so does it get expensive? I want to go back to positive solutions question. All you need is one person and you have an audience. That's it. The rest will come. That's it. Yes, ma'am. So, so here's what happens. As you're getting your level, so I'm going to answer this question a couple different ways. The blue box, obviously, is how you level up. So the blue box is how you level up. And TikTok is tracking that. I'm going to say this, you all. Now that you guys know that blue box is there, and you know the orange heart is there, that orange and blue box, you know it's there. You can't unsee it, okay? Now that you see it, you can't unsee it. So when you start becoming a live host and you see people with no orange box and no blue box, you're like, oh, you don't know how these TikTok streets operate there, friend. You're still trying to figure this out. It was so cute because I was doing my TikTok shop and people were coming in without a blue box. I was like, oh, these darlings. They need help understanding this TikTok streets. They need so much help. I was like, y'all come back. Come back to me so I could talk about how to make sure you are engaging properly. So, but with that being said, you see the blue box, you see the orange box. Please help us laugh out loud. Yes. And so when you go live now, you'll see people come in your room. You're like, okay, you don't understand how to engage fully, how to optimize your profile, how to make sure that you are actively supporting the live. How you doing, favorite? I see your friend. You came on in. How you doing, Sheena? Thank you so much, Sheena. Thank you so much. And thank you all for the gifts. I see you all. I see everybody connecting. I appreciate you all. That is important. That's how you activate the room as well. So we want to make sure we are building community. Look at you leveling up to level 13. Awesome. So when you have coins on your account, and I don't tell you to break the bank. Now I'm going to say this out loud to you all. When you go live and you start building your community, you get coins and gifts. So the engagement in your room plus the gifting create diamonds. You get gifts, you get those diamonds, and those diamonds you can actually exchange. So when someone said, "Oh, is can it be expensive?" Well, it just depends on how you look at it. You can actually take some of the things that you've earned and repurpose that and put that back into the ecosystem, back into the TikTok streets, so that you're giving that back. So that's one way I look at it, because at the end of the day, it is about making sure you're supporting other people's lives and supporting that exchange of information and support is important. So it doesn't seem expensive because you're just repurposing the gifts and the support that came to you. You're putting it right back into the universe. So that's the way I see it. So I said kind of depending on how you look at it. Um, but at the same time, when you level up, it gets a little pricey because I have to be strategic when I come in lives. I'm like, okay, let me look at my blue box. Let me see how many points I need to level up. Okay, now I need some points. So I'm gonna come to this live, I'm gonna come to another live, and then I'm just gonna wait, and then I may level up 2 or 3 days from now. But then I'm gonna level up eventually because I'm putting it back into the universe. I'm putting it back into the TikTok streets. The other thing I will say is as you rise up towards, once you get to like the 20s and above, the number gets pretty high. So it does take a little longer to, unless you're somebody who's just gonna, put a lot of coins on your account. It does take a little longer to get those enough points to go to the next level. So in that case, the answer is yes. It can become pricey. But again, if you are going live, you're taking what you earned, you exchange it. You don't recharge at that point. You're exchanging it and putting it back into the ecosystem. I did feel more comfortable on the live because of what I learned in your room. So thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you curating by HoloQ. Let's tap the 30K. Oh, look at it. We are right there. Awesome. Thank you so much. I got one diamond this morning. Wait a minute. It started chatting on me. Awesome. That's awesome. Look at you. That's good. Yeah, my first live, so that was your first live. My first live, I got 7 cents. I don't know how many, I think that was, back then, that was where it was still 50-50 for TikTok. So that was probably 3.5 diamonds. Something like that, if that's the right math. Because I think diamonds were a half a penny each. So yeah, it was like 3 diamonds. So that's what I got. But it was good. It was good. It was good to do it. And every penny counts. And as you level up, you'll see where you do it more and more, and you'll see where that amount will compound. So it'll be much higher. I only started engaging last Tuesday, and I'm at level 10. Have no idea what I'm doing. Well, look at you. You're leveling up. Let me say this. You get points from tapping the screen. You get points for commenting. Okay? I tell you all the time, if you look at where it says 36 people in the room right now, click that number. There is 37. Thank you so much, Heatherly. If you click that number, you see who are the engagers in the room. These are people you want to pay attention to. I say it all the time. These are the high engagers. They understand the assignment. They come in. They support. They are in these streets intentionally. Tiffany, thank you so much for being here, friend. I see you now. Awesome. So, and Tiffany, I got your message, so I'm going to respond once I get off the live too. Thank you so much, Curated. So when you click that question mark in the corner of this box up here, click the question mark. The question mark tells you how to become a top viewer. It tells you how you're getting points for your likes. You're getting points for your comments. You're getting points for every gift you give. You get a point per gift. So as you are engaging, you're going to level up. And if you click your blue box, you'll see how many points you need to level up. Look at you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Right, depends on how you do it, but it does cost money. Yes, best to have a budget and stick to it. Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely want to stick to a budget. I tell you not to break the bank when you're engaging. So when I say you can go to the website www.tiktok.com/symbol coin. You get a little bit more coins for your money. There's a percentage off there. It's not in the app. So if you click the gift box, you can go in the app and recharge. If you go to the website, it's a little bit better. As well as I say get $20. That's 2,000 coins. 2,000 coins is gonna get you right. If if you are budgeting and thinking intentionally about how you want to give. So that's what you want to do. Exactly, reinvesting. I love using the coins I earn. There we go. That's it. Yeah. Favorite, thank you for the stickers. I see you, friend. I haven't gone live yet. Bella, what's up? Oh, look at you, the title gifter, Eloise. Thank you so much, friend. Oh gosh, thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, I don't want the chat got away from me. Let's see. Thank you for those sub stickers. Nubian, I see your friend. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Oh gosh, you leveled up too. My fairy treasure. I love that. Each one teach one. 3K likes. We achieved that. 30K likes. I got like maybe 20 cents my first live. That's good. So that's good. Yes, that is good. We support. Good morning. How you doing, friend? Oh gosh. Okay. So I'm just catching up on a few comments. Thank you so much, the creative therapist. I love the stickers. Came on out. I see you. You are star information. You got this down. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you all. You know, it's all perspective. That's all it is. It's just depending on how you do this. It's one of those things where you could be successful. Um, you get 25% when you were charged on the website. That's good. That's good. Somebody said 30, so I didn't want to say 30. So I'm happy you said 25% because I was like, huh, somebody said 30 recently. Did my second live last night. One more to go. Look at you. How did the second one go? Good morning, Latricia. I appreciate you being here. How did the second one go? Um, Raven, it's a work in progress. Yes, it is. Good morning to one and all. Blessings always. Thank you so much. So, what I'm doing tomorrow, I announced it a little earlier. I have created a special event. Special event tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, that's special for me because I do these lives, and what it is a special topic. Okay, so I think what I talk about already is this topic, but I think I'm going to kind of lean into it and just make sure I solidify it and we talk very clearly. Especially my 4 o'clock is my newbies, my introverted people, my scared, my nervous, my shy people. This talk, how you doing, Blue? This talk is my level up people. So you guys understand the value. What does it mean to go live and the value of doing that? So you get it. You get the whole concept. However, you're still kind of trying to understand this and do it from a monetization perspective. You guys are still learning and growing. But the 4 o'clock people are like, I ain't clicking that go live button. I don't care what Dr. Lisa say. Okay. And so what I'm doing tomorrow at 4 p.m., it happened yesterday. Someone was like, can you just do a mindset conversation? I said, I absolutely can. So the whole conversation is going to be based on mindset shift. Okay. So it's my mindset shift edition. And I posted about it this morning. But literally the brain tells us something that we can't do. And if we are around people who are affirming that narrative that we can't do it, you won't be good, you're introverted, you're shy, you're all those things, and you're just letting yourself sit in that cognitive distortion, because that's what it is. You're just sitting in that and you're like, okay, well, I can't do it. You need something that is going to disrupt that. And it really is surrounding yourself around people that say, yes, you can do it. You can do it. You just need to hit the go live button. You need to shift your mindset to say, okay, here's how I could do it. I just need to do it a little bit at a time. Maybe I just go 10 minutes, 5 minutes. There's a whole thing in science surrounding how you shift your brain. You can change your mindset through positive reinforcement, positive narratives that says, okay, this is going to disrupt your thinking. So maybe you are shy. Maybe you do have anxiety. Maybe you are nervous. Maybe you are introverted. But that doesn't mean that you're not capable of coming in a space like this, fairly safe space in talking and having a conversation with yourself or with others who are going to give you that feedback back, that engage back. So you want to be intentional about how you're doing this. I went live good. It went good. It's still weird talking to no one yet. And it's weird in the beginning. It's awkward. It's definitely awkward. Positive reinforcement. That's it. Mindset. And thoughts create the reality. That's it. Kind of distortion. Yeah, mindset is important. So you gotta have the right mindset. I think that's the main thing. So if you keep sharing, oh, the narrative that I'm nervous, I'm shy, you can be nervous and click the button. You know, think 4 p.m. is my category. You think 4 p.m. is your category? No, you're in the right room. You're around the people who are doing it. Yeah, I'm still trying to understand, so I need to hear it twice. Yes, that's it. That's it. And then, and like I said, sorry, what time? 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern is my, so in my profile, I go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern daily. So I do both each day. Yay, I registered. Can't wait. Suddenly, was you the one who told me to do it? I think you were. Were you the one who said do mindset? Who was in the room that said do mindset yesterday? Somebody said to do it, and that's like, you know what, I should. I had not done it before, so do I need to give you credit for that? I think I do. Were you the person? You said yes, you were. Well, wait a minute. You said you were the person, and then today you went live. Look at you. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That makes it even better. So you were like, oh, can you do mindset? And then this morning you clicked the go live button. That's great. That is really great. That's a great story because really at the end of the day, at whatever you woke up and said, I'm gonna click this button and I'm gonna go live. So how long did you go live? I'm in these streets. Yes. How long did you go live when you did it? Did you go live, what, 30 minutes? Did you? Was it 30? 54. Look at you. Thank you so much. Enjoyed your live. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate you. I'm at 200 followers now. Look at you, Humble Rich Peace. Congratulations, friend. You are out in these streets too. Look at you. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate you, friend. You are growing. That's right. I think you were in my live and you didn't have the bio. Is that what it was? I remember you were one of the ones that I had to tell, get you a bio, friend. Yes, time flies when you talking to yourself. It does. It absolutely does. And so as you're doing this, you're like, okay, let me finish talking to myself. Yes, you're right. See, I remember some of y'all. Sometimes things will click and it's something about your name or your photo or something. I was like, I think you were the person that didn't have a bio. But yeah, cognitive distortions. Yes, I have so much content that I never post, shared, or went live because my own CD. It is. Yep. Yep. We have this, a lot of times the cognitive distortion is like, it's not perfect, it's not good, nobody will like it. Oh, it's cringe or whatever the case is. We tell ourselves it's not going to be, something people enjoy. It's funny, the video I posted, so that was a different twist on how I post content, to be honest with you. So the video I posted to talk about doing the special event tomorrow. I showed it to my daughter, and now you should never show teenagers or young adults anything that you do because they're gonna always find fault and cringe with it. So she did, and honestly, here's what happened. I actually got nervous for a second. You said laugh out loud, never. I don't know why I did that. I'll go live soon. Awesome, friend. Look at you. I don't know why I did that because literally, I kid you not, no, you should not. They are haters, big haters. In my head, I was like, oh, she's like, Mommy, oh, what are you doing? Like, you are not an actress. That's what she did. When you go back and look at the video, you're like, yeah, she might be right. I'm not an actress. But whatever. I said, you know what? I'm going to post it anyway. Just because she said I shouldn't, I'm doing it anyway. So I was like, I can't talk and speak this truth if I let her comment deter me from doing it. I can't do that. And so I was like, you know what, just post it anyway. You sat there and did that little video, did your little skit. You did your little cute little skit to yourself, and you gonna post this video, girl. And I hope you guys appreciate it that I took the effort. But at the same time, I was like, I'm gonna click post to this. So, but with that, sometimes you just have to disrupt it. You just have to disrupt it. They always your own kids. They drag you. They do. They do. They absolutely do. Yes. Well, I love. And she's 20. She's about to be 20. so, so I think I was like, oh, well, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't. Thank you so much, guys. I see you guys. I came to tell you you gotta. I know I have a fake page. I have two currently that I just reported. Thank you so much, friends. Sweet Spirit, I appreciate you. Yes, I have two that I just reported. I had three that I reported last week. So TikTok probably will take them down. I reported them on, today is Tuesday. I reported them on Sunday. And so it takes about 48 to 72 hours for them to take those pages down. So, yeah, somebody came in and said the one page was going to different rooms, and she was like, "This is not Dr. Lisa." So she came and told me. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys, though, because you guys kind of come back and you're like, look, you will not be doing Dr. Lisa like that. But, yeah, I do have a couple fake imposters, those imposters out there. You make a wave so bad they're trying to be you. Thank you. That's it. That's what my husband said. My husband said the same thing. I don't like it, but hey, I don't like it. Thank you for reporting. What I had to do, just so you guys know, I have to put in a copyright infringement. That's the legal the legal way to do it. So that's the report I had to submit on them to say that they were copyrighted and taking my content, my photo image as well as my video. So I tell you all that because guess what? Y'all gonna have imposters too, and y'all gonna know how to get rid of them, okay? Because that's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna start going live, and people are gonna come, and they're gonna try to steal your look and your style and everything you're doing, and you're gonna need to take them down. So yeah, I did a post about it a few weeks ago, but essentially I have to submit that, and I've been submitting them because hey, I'm not stopping what I'm doing. So they're gonna have to just get shut down and deal with it. And if they choose to come back up again, I'm gonna put them down again. So that's how it's gonna go. Yeah, so it's a copyright page. I did a post. It's TikTok Legal. It's their website, tiktok.com/legal report copyright. So /legal /report /copyright. And that's how you take them down. How do you say keep up the good work? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'll block that page that supposedly thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate it because yeah, they were like sending people messages. So I don't DM people anymore now because I was saying thank you for coming to my live. I was sending little nice messages, just letting people know I appreciate the support. And that is a best practice. So I tell you that as you are going live, especially my new people who just hit the go live button. If there was anybody who came in your room, just send them a quick little, because you get a notification, you get the after your live ends, you get a report of people who came in your room. You get watchers, you get commenters, and you get gifters. And so you can see who are your top people, and you just click that little message to message them back. So I was actively doing that, especially in the beginning. And I will say that probably was part of my growth too, because people were like, "Oh wow, this is such a nice touch," because people don't do it. And because I was doing that though, the imposters started doing it too. And then I was like, okay, I can't message that way. So what I tell you now is that I don't initiate the message, but I do respond. So if you ever have a question, if you ever have an issue, I will respond to your message. So that's how I operate, but I don't initiate. So you know if somebody reached out to you, it ain't me. Okay? Yeah, so it's not me. Um, he said, "Gosh, that seems like a full-time job all in itself." Dealing with imposters, yeah. Gotta watch them if they clock and block it. Yeah, clock blocking, yeah. This is the nice touch. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate you all. Hey, 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 how are you, friend, Miss Baskin? How are you? They not like us. That's it. Yeah, they not like us. So when I talk about the go live process, what I talk about here, and that's what I was saying with the level up conversation, is that it then becomes part of not just you going live and monetizing by you going live, because you can monetize. You will monetize. Let me say that differently. You will monetize. However, as you are growing your community, as people are engaging with your live, as people are coming and connecting with you, it then becomes part of how you are offering them solutions. And so I got I did my I have a bundle. I'll talk about that in a second. But I did my monthly kind of check-in conversation with anyone who purchased my bundle. We do a monthly check-in conversation because I don't want you not to go live. I don't want you not to leverage that resource because it then helps you create a different income stream. Yeah, I see people comment over here. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you all who are on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you coming in. It then becomes an opportunity for you to create another passive income stream. So that's why I say I want you to leverage that bundle, use it, build up whatever your product, whether it's a physical product or a digital product or coaching, consultations, whatever you're offering, you create that and then you bring it here to your community. The first step, what I share in my process, that I want you, excuse me, I want you to go live, but then I want you to get used to going live. And I want you to get used to messaging and communicating with your audience. So a lot of what you're saying, how you're talking to them, knowing who they are, knowing those pain points. Okay? So for my 4 o'clock people and suddenly Susan, you hit the go live button, but there's a lot of people in that room that are nervous, they're scared, they're shy, they're introverted. They're literally scared to hit the go live button to see what will happen. I'm just sent the pastor all your bills to pay. I should be like, hey, wait a minute. I love that. Yeah. Well, they blocked me. That's the problem. So they end up blocking me. So I don't see them on this account, which was kind of counterintuitive on TikTok by not telling me. I had to find out through actually somebody in my live. They said, Dr. Lisa, there's a legal website you're supposed to go to. Somebody posted about it. And so they sent me the person who posted about it, their message and the instructions on how to do it. Now, TikTok make it sound like you just click their the privacy page and report a problem and you can report them that way. That doesn't work because you would have to do it from your main account. Well, they block you from that account. So I'm never able to use that because they say, well, for my other account, they was like, well, this is not you. So it's really counterintuitive. So you have to go to that website to do it. You said nervous, still nervous, especially when people accidentally pop in. Accidentally pop in? What does that mean? Like they don't stay or what? What do you mean by accidentally? That's me, scared and apprehensive. That's it. But I will say hello. How you doing, Heart and Joy? Thank you so much, Eloise, for being here as well. So I'm getting ready for work, but I'm listening for a little. Thank you so much, friend. That's me. I want to be it, and you're also scared. Well, once you start doing this, hello, Luna. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Doris, thank you for the hearts. How you doing, Omeka? Hello. Omeka, you was in my neck of the woods recently. You were in Orlando. Yes. How was it? I get 2 days to hold myself accountable tonight and tomorrow. Okay, there we go. What time, say it again, what time is that she girl? I need to be on that live. Say that again. What time is you're talking about my time for the nervous, the shy girl? Oh, that's what you meant, shy girl. It is 4 o'clock. So if you click here, I go live at 10 a.m. This is my 10 a.m. talk and 4 p.m. Eastern. So I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Orlando. So those are my 2 times. Tomorrow's live is 9 and 7. And you guys, you're getting a little bit of it. I probably will go through my free workbook because I want to make sure people who are in the live, they're understanding. I haven't had a chance to kind of really sit in it. And I'm going to sit in it, like fully go through the pages, because what I do is I skim it. And so I want you all to see in real time. We'll use examples. We're going to talk through it. I want you all to see the value of using that as a tool. It's free. So you go to my page now and get it. But it's free. If you even put it, so I put it in the context of going live, but I want you to see how that can support you in whatever context you're nervous and shy and scared about. And then what I will tell you, somebody asked earlier about YouTube, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, because what I will tell you is that as you're doing this work, this digital marketing work, our brains are not programmed to think like, oh, you could do this and monetize and make money. And it's entrepreneurship, But there is so many different income streams if you set yourself up correctly and continue to engage in this process. So I want you guys to think of it from that perspective too. But really, the first step is just doing the work and doing the self work to say, I can do this. I'm capable. I'm I'm able to do something that I've never done before. I can get out of my comfort zone. So that's what this is all about. They came in without knowing on the live screen. Oh, you're talking about the people who pop up and try to do the co-hosting and they want to battle and stuff. Yes, okay, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, you should be able to. Two things. You should be able to stop that from happening throughout your live. You can click that option. There's a way to, when that pops up, you can say, do you want it? I think it says, do you don't want these messages for the rest of this live or for at least 10 minutes? You can check that box if that ever happens at the beginning of your live. And so hello. How you doing, Charlie? Hello, everyone. Yeah, the shy girls. That's it. The shy girls. That's it. Gosh, I saw, every now and then I'm able to watch in the morning, like some of the Today Show. I'll catch it, and they were saying, this is graduation season, and they were kind of doing a little quick clip of um, some social media that people was doing to kind of celebrate the graduation season. And so there was a post that talked about people saying a message to their younger selves, and I was like, and so they did a little segment where they showed a picture of their younger selves, and they said something, sweet and endearing to them. How you doing, Kevin B? And so they did that, and I was like, you know what? I probably should do a picture of my younger self because you guys could see if you saw me, it was like this little skinny, frail little thing. If there was a poster child of someone that looked shy and introverted and awkward, I was that person. And so I know that person, that little girl would be blown away by this grown woman. So just know that about yourself. You could surprise yourself and do something that you never thought you could do and then do it well. And so just keep that in mind. Those are the things that you have to tell yourself, like, I'm going to do something radically different and hopefully I'll do well at it. Gotta go teach now. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you, Dr. Lee's first time here. Okay, I'll be back. Awesome. I appreciate your friend. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me catch up on a few comments. That's nice. Love that. I'm introverted who was trained to be an extrovert. That's it. That's exactly who I am. I would say that. Now, I don't think I'm actually an extrovert, y'all. I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Only because I've been around some very extroverted people. And yeah, their energy, I don't think I would ever match that level of introvertedness. He said I'm introverted. Yes, I don't think I ever could do that. But I think what is it, an omnivert? I think I'm in the middle. So I think that's where I'm at. Thank you so much, girls. Girl, let's go. Your name now, it tickles me when I say it because I'm thinking in my head, I said earlier, her name is Girl, Let's Go. I was thinking of it as a motivational guy, I guess because I had done the mindset stuff for my post. And I was like, okay, she's trying to encourage people. She's like, no, we packing our bags, we traveling. So she's a travel agency, y'all. I thought that was so funny in my mind. I was like, girl, let's go. We're going positive motivation. We're doing this. You're like, no, we're going on vacation. We traveling. You said you're Leo, being extroverted. Yes, it's my job. OMG, yes. Okay, so here is the deal, Holly Q. I'm on the cusp. I know I'm on the cusp of Cancer Leo. So that's probably what it is. It is the Leo in me. I'm on the cusp. I'm right there on the edge. I am, and nowadays the way the moons have changed and stuff, I don't know if they say I'm on the cusp anymore. I think I'm more of the Cancer side than the Leo side. But the Leo side does pop up. I'm July 21st, and so yeah. Oh, yeah, that's 23rd. Wow. Oh wow! So that now when you say that, that makes sense. That's why you said introvert trained to be an extrovert. That probably is true. Then I'm the same way then because of our zodiac. Let's go is what I tell Chatty Chatty to hype him up. I love that. I love that. My mom was born on July 21st. Awesome. July, baby, the 21st. Yes, July 18th. Wow. He said, I say I'm a Leo with a lot of feelings. Let's go, Casper. Compassionate Leo, lion. Yes, that's it, a compassionate lion. I love that. That's what we are. We're compassionate lions. Oh, wow. Yes. So yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, that zodiac sign. And so in my household, we have I have the Virgos. I like the last week in August is my it's a week that just takes me over the top financially and celebrating everybody and Virgo energy everywhere. My son is the 24th, 25th of August. My husband is the 29th. And my daughter's the 31st. And my daughter takes over because she said the whole month is hers. So we have to kind of squeeze in these other two birthdays as we celebrate her the whole month. So, yes, so I get to celebrate first. So they celebrate me first. So I feel better. And then I have to open up my wallet to celebrate all three of them in a matter of 7 days. So that's what's happening in my house at the end of August. You said you're the 5th of August. Okay, I take that back. My nephew, he's the 2nd of August. He's the 2nd of August. He lives, I would say he was the 5th, but his best friend is the 5th. Um, he lives with us currently because he's in between his apartments. He's about to move into his apartment next month. And so he's living with us now. So he is part of the August crew too. So yes, that is my world. um, what was I about to say? I was about to say YouTube. I was going to segue to YouTube as an example. I was going to talk about that really quickly. As an example of monetization, because I was talking through the monetization angles too. Libras, me and mom and brother. Oh gosh. Oh wow. What all of mine are Libras. Oh wow. That October, yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Three sisters. Oh wow. My son. Oh gosh. Yo, what was happening in October? Like, wait a minute. What's 9 months before October? There's a lot going on there. My other stepson, my other son, he's October. He's October 23rd. He's October 23rd. Yep. Yep. Valentine's Day. Thank you. There we go. There's the math. Okay. He said, I don't know. Yeah, that February. That February was nice for a lot of people. Yes. Like, what in the world? That's it. Wow, look at that. And what is it? The New Year is the Christmas New Year time frame is those Virgos, all those Virgos that you see. If somebody did a statistic one time, and I think they did say if you think about births like 9 months out and all that stuff, I think Virgos are the most born. I think Virgos is number one, and I think to your point that Libra, Scorpio, those signs that end of the month, that time, what is that? August, September, October, those months are the key months for how people are celebrating the new year, the end of the year, the new year, and then the Valentine's Day. Okay. So wow. Okay, let me go to YouTube because I wanted to make sure I made this point. I'm just gonna hammer this point in because when it comes to somebody asked earlier about like the whole YouTube piece of it, when you think about having content out there, having your audience, having your voice, you're connecting with people. What I was sharing earlier, and I didn't get a chance to do my whole YouTube commercial, but yes, Michelle Crochet, she's my moderator, she's my YouTube coach, she's helping me through this process of building my YouTube page out. That is where you could have content that's evergreen. Okay, so when you think about having content out there about yourself and you're growing your community, you're making additional passive income. When you think about coming here in this digital space, I'm co-streaming, essentially live streaming on YouTube, but there is long form content that I create, video content that I should be creating, as well as they have the shorts out there. Michelle could give more insight and guidance. I actually watched a video of Michelle. I'll tell you about that Friday when we meet. But I did watch the video. I think it's the video one of the creators that you said to follow, and so and he had the video about just explaining how the shorts, because they tried to um, essentially they try to, YouTube that is, try to compete here with TikTok. And they created shorts as this short form content for people to digest really quickly. Well, YouTube is really a search engine. And on top of that, when you think about channels over there, people are trying to build their channels out so that they can monetize in multiple ways. Monetize through ad revenue, monetize through people clicking the links in their bio and they're getting money that way. Advertise through, again, those links could be affiliate links, they could be your website products. So, whatever you're doing, so you want to drive traffic to your page as well as traffic to watching your long form content because YouTube pays attention to those watch hours. That's how they operate over there. It's all about what you watch. And as you're watching things, people are on the back end, that creator is monetizing off that. So if you're watching these shorts, you're missing out on potential additional revenue to your channel because you're not getting that long form content watched. So it's just this particular creator just kind of gave this full picture about how shorts can not be is not necessarily good for your channel. You might want to create a separate page that's all shorts. So that was kind of the takeaway from that. But with that being said, you want to make sure you have content over there because it is a place where you can grow and build. And you can have essentially this other revenue because it's evergreen. The content over there is evergreen, it's there. People can go 10 years from now, search something, your video pops up, they click something in your link, in your page, maybe a clickable affiliate link or something like that, and you monetize. So I say that, or you get ad revenue because they watch something fully through and they watch the video that had ads in it and you get monetized that way. So all that plays into your strategy, but you just have to do it. Dr. Lisa, you should keep them separate because the audience who watch shorts don't tend to watch long form. Yep, that's essentially what it is. So people who watch shorts don't go back and watch those long form videos. So that's why you essentially want to keep it separate. So she put that in the chat for you all. So if you guys are curious, come over to YouTube and see her, connect with her. She can give you more context, especially for my people who are into growing their YouTube channels. What constitutes shorts and long-term content in terms of length? YouTube shorts, they just extended them to 3 minutes. So anything under 3 minutes, essentially. So think about their shorts can range, it could be, real quick, a few seconds up to 3 minutes. So that's considered a short. Short form videos. I think long form videos can be, Michelle, you might have to answer that part for me, but I think they're 3 minutes and above. Maybe that's the cutoff point. So I would assume that, but it could even be shorter than that in terms of a long form video. Depends on the video. Videos are typically, when they talk about long form, they're typically talking about 5, 8, 10. They're longer. And then you think about, some people have long form videos that are like up to 45 minutes, an hour. It just depends what you're doing. I'll follow your leads and post my live replays there. Really? That's awesome. Yeah. And then you're driving traffic there, and Halaku, I'm not going to assume that you are not in a position yet to that. I'm assuming that you have a lot of followers on your YouTube channel. I have to go and look at your channel and subscribe to it, but because your other page, you had a lot of followers on the other page. So I'm assuming maybe you converted some of those to your YouTube as well. Is that the case? And then and what is your watch hours? Because YouTube monetizes based on subscriptions that you do. Your subscribers. That's what they're called, subscribers, as well as watch hours. Okay, watch time. So as people are watching your video, they're tracking that metric, and so you have to have 4,000 watch hours, as well as 1,000 viewers, subscribers rather. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. And that's how you fully monetize. There's another metric in there that gets you to what's called provisional monetization. So 500 and 3,000 is the other metric that you want to pay attention to. After today's live at 6 o'clock, I'm going to try to be really quick with my 4 o'clock. I'm only going to go live for about 2 hours. I am going to do my YouTube exclusive. I'm trying to keep that as part of my weekly pattern and it's only like 30 minutes. I don't stay on super long because I co-stream and I'm talking all the time. So I just stay on for about 30 minutes and I make it exclusively about YouTube. And so I'm just telling you my journey, what my experience has been, some things I've noted, as well as Michelle typically is in the chat too, so she can answer some questions as well if you have any specific questions and you want to connect with her from a coaching perspective as well. So in the meantime, if you are new and have not subscribed to either one of our channels, you get 2 for 1. So you get both of us to subscribe to your YouTube channel. I tell people all the time, YouTube is challenging because people don't, when you go to YouTube, you don't watch. Um, you don't subscribe to people. You watch a video and you get out. Or you might watch another video and you watch that and you keep moving, but you don't click subscribe. So you have to be intentional about having your Google account set up where you are logged into your channel. And then when it's time to hit subscribe to someone, you can based on your interest and if you want to continue to see content from them. So that's important that you actually do subscribe. So you want to tell your viewers that. And if you go to our videos, watch something, comment, like, subscribe last, because you always got to watch something first. Then in turn, we will do the same for you. We'll go to your video, we'll watch something, like, and subscribe. So this is what this is all about. This is our growth season. I say it all the time because I want us to grow. There is too much money. Too much money. I can say that to this group. Too much money being made out there. Too much money to be made out there where you're not being intentional about your content creation and your live streaming. Okay? So I want you to be intentional about that. Yeah, my name is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income over there and over here. Know that road to 1K is low and long. I'm only at 5. Okay, but yes. So the co-streaming might be a good strategy. I will say this out loud to you all, and that's why I said you just got to do it. So you have to have 50 subscribers to start live streaming. I got 50 subscribers in March. I got it in March. And I did not do anything in the month of March with it. I should have been doing something back then, y'all. I did not do anything with it. It came to April. It was like the first week of April, towards the end of the first week. I was like, you know what? Let me just get my son's tablet. This is his tablet. It's actually sitting right here. I said, well, let me get his tablet and I'll just have it playing. I'll log in here. I'll co-stream. I'll log into the tablet, log into the YouTube channel, and just start streaming. And I did that at, I'm gonna say we're probably right at 6 weeks. My still ringing. I was like, okay. So we're right at 6 weeks, and I'm doing this. I gotta look. Michelle, do you know what I'm at now? I know it was 281 when I logged in. I think it's like, I'm gonna say 281. 281 subscribers, 281 subscribers in 6 weeks. That is amazing, y'all, because at the end of the day, it happens because I'm talking about it, I'm promoting it. You guys are going over there, subscribing to my channel. You're supporting the channel. I appreciate you. I've been supporting you all back. And so that's what it's all about. You just got to promote it. And so over that time frame, I've picked up 230 more people. Said 281. Yeah, she said 281. That's amazing. Yeah. Is it on YouTube only? What's on YouTube only? Friend, Miss Basket, what was that question relating to? I'm sorry. Sorry, dear. I have to go. Giving support. Thank you so much. I see the sub sticker, Deanna. I subscribe all the time. I appreciate you. Dr. Lisa, I have YT channel. Okay. Can you share your YT? I need tips. Yes. So Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income is my channel over there. And yes, Michelle Crochets is my moderator. And she's the person we meet weekly, every Friday, to talk about YouTube and TikTok. So I talk about TikTok with her. She talks about YouTube with me. So that's how we do it. Yes, we are in bloom. That's it. We are in bloom. I had a YouTube channel, but never made any money on it. It really is about how you promote yourself, how you are putting yourself out there. YouTube is tough. What I will say, it's a strategy. Don't get me wrong, because what I'm doing right now is not the right approach. It's messy. I am not perfect at this. I don't do my thumbnails. I don't do them at all. I actually should be, y'all. So my descriptions I switched over to my tablet. It's a different process than being on my laptop. So I'm not even doing descriptions again. I'm missing out on that opportunity. There's some things I need to do differently. So YouTube is all about learning the process. What I will say, and this is for all my females in the room, YouTube is heavily male dominated. And so that means there's a place for us in that marketplace. And, in terms of the market share, there's a place for women to come over there and start building. So we would be essentially pioneers when it comes to building our communities. Now, some niches we probably won't, be able we probably won't be a part of initially. But there's a lot of growth opportunity for us. So I say if you're going to do it, do it. But you got to be ready to do it for the long haul. It takes a while to get your page built out. It takes a while for you to start getting traction. It takes a while for people to start engaging with your content. It takes time. Good morning, Ramona. I appreciate your friend. Thank you. Wow. Yeah. You will catch up. Growth, mature. Yep. Yep. That's it. Growth matters. Yep. I'm sorry, Dr. Lisa. Her name again. Yes. Y-E-S. Michelle. Michelle with two L's. Just have to look real quick. Michelle with two L's. Crochets. Okay, with an S on the end. Yeah, that's it. Yes, Michelle Crochets. You said, Dorothy Baskin, I need 10 more subs to live working on my brand now. Please, what do you mean, to leave work? What do you mean? You said two subs to live working in my brand now. Please subscribe, I will too. Okay, awesome. Miss Baskin, yeah, awesome. Are you going live on this channel? Let me know if you're going live, because that's another way to do it. Just ask people to go to your other channel there too while you're co-streaming. But you said you can't co-stream, so you need 10 subscribers. Gotcha. Do me a favor. Go to one, if you haven't done it already, definitely go to Michelle and say Dr. Lee sent you. And then go to my channel and you'll get 2 that way. Okay? So you definitely got 2 that way if you haven't done it already. And if you have, go to my page again and just say, and this is for anybody, if you're looking for one more subscriber, I will go to one of my other pages and subscribe to you. So that means that you have to go to my page first, and I'll send me and at least one of my other pages, and I'll subscribe. Okay? And so you'll get 3. Okay? My other pages I don't use. I mean, I'm using this one as my branded page, but the other ones I haven't been activating in that way. Rose thumbnails are a pain. Oh, those thumbnails, I know. Oh my gosh. I haven't even started. I looked at it briefly and I was like, this is work. See you later. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Eloise. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Yes, it is work. And I'm like, gosh, my to-do list with the TikTok shop. And okay. Thank you. You're welcome, friends. If you guys remind me, tell me, just name that I'll do the other page in your comment, and that way I'll make sure I go back and do the other page. Say that again, of course, thank you. Dr. Lisa, we need you to fix that. My thumbnails, is that what you're talking about? I'm looking at Michelle's comments. She's probably getting on me. Come over. She getting on me about me and my YouTube antics. You said you're already on mine. Okay, go ahead and put a comment though, so that way I don't forget to do it. Because if I get the notification, that'll make me stop. Because I tend to forget. But if you send something, I tend to. Okay, yes, I have 3 others. I'll do that. Yep, awesome. Appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. Like I said, this is our growth season. There is no reason why we can't all grow. So what I will say when it comes to YouTube and that whole growth concept, here. It starts here. So I talk about YouTube being a long game. YouTube is long. YouTube, it takes, when I think about getting to 1,000 subscribers, it will take all of 2025. In my mind, I'm preparing myself mentally for that. If it happens sooner, that's awesome. That is icing on the cake. But in my mind, I do believe it's going to take all of 2025 to get there, which is okay. Because I prepare myself mentally to stay with it, okay? And I prepare myself mentally to stick with it when it comes to the watch hours. Like, I need to engage. I need to make sure people are coming to my page. I need to make sure people are watching my content. So I made peace with that. Oftentimes, we don't make peace with the fact that we got to wait for stuff to happen, that we want instant gratification. And so because I've made peace with that, then I'm like, okay, well, let me just stick to it because I shouldn't see this to be a reality to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours until I get into the beginning of next year. Okay, so sometimes you have to do that to say, okay, the reality is this will take time, but I'm going to stick to it. Even if it's not, you know, comfortable to know I have to wait for that. And let me say this, does live stay up or go away? For YouTube, YouTube, I'm co-streaming because this becomes part of a playlist that's under TikTok on one of my playlists. And what let me back up. Now you're about to have me talk about this. I'll talk about it at my 4 o'clock. I mean my 6 o'clock when I do live exclusive. But just a quick snippet. Because I switched over to my tablet and not on my laptop. So you'll see in my playlist, there's a period where I'm on my laptop with the webcam. I'm actually in TikTok Studio, setting up my screen, putting my description in, putting my title in, doing all things there. And it's very detailed, so I can go to each step and do it pretty quickly. So there, I'm able to make it a public um, playlist instantly. It instantly goes. When I use the two tablets, it actually makes it private, and I actually have to take a second step to go later and make it public. And then I can add a description. I can do some other edits to it. I just have not been doing that because I'm super lazy, but I need to start doing that step as well. But you could tell the difference between when I'm on my tablet and when I was on a laptop. And so the tablets, and because I'm recording, I actually have to make it do it tonight. So tonight I turn it on, I make it a part of the playlist, and I make it public viewing. When I was on my laptop, it happened instantly. So I think, honestly, and I'm talking out loud to you all, that's why I said this is going to be part of my YouTube conversation later. I think I'm going to have to go back to my tablet. I'm going to wait until the beginning of June. I'm going to switch back. So the month of May, I'm going to do the tablet. June, I'm going to switch to my laptop because that requires me not having to do that extra step that I've been doing like in the evenings, which is problematic because I don't have time, y'all. I just don't have time. So I need to make everything automated. That's what I would say. Automate as much as you can. um, so no, they do stay there. That is evergreen. It's evergreen content until you change it, until you take it down. So it's out there. You said it can be this year. Yeah, it could be this year. That's like I said. I said I'm saying next year because I don't want to make it seem as if it's gonna happen soon. But it does take time, and I respect that it takes time. You know, that's the main thing. Yeah, it took Sherry 7 years on her YT to blow up big. Yes, I gotta watch her. I gotta look at her up. Her up. She's a good one. I've heard her before. Yeah. So there's a lot of good YouTubers out there. My husband watches somebody, Monique Hinton, I think that's her name. He watches her all the time, and I like her style too. And so she talks about that too. It took her multiple years to get blown up to blow up. And so YouTube is making it a little easier for creators nowadays so that you understand how to set up your page. You get a lot of inside tips from other creators that are doing it, especially people who are beginning the process. So you get a lot of good information. So it does make it a lot easier. You love Monique Hinton? Yeah, that's my husband's favorite. Every time she posts a video, he's probably one of the first people to watch it. He said, I already hit, oh, awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are connected. Let's see. So yeah, because if everyone who comes up to your TT room subscribe with your channel, it will just take a few months. I would like to think that vision to victory. Thank you so much for saying that. From your typing words to everybody's ears that they actually do it. That would be awesome. But you know, that's not the reality. So, but what I typically do, I'll get, I do this live here. I'll go off the live and there's probably like 2 or 3 new subscribers, maybe. It just depends. It just depends. So, I recognize it for what it's worth, and it's about growth. And I just communicate it. I just share it with people, and I let people know I'm doing it, and I'm just going to continue to do it. So, like I said, I make it part of my process that I talk about it. So I do it at my 10, I do it at my 4. Sometimes with my 4, I get more. Just depends on what's happening. So just depends. So, but I appreciate that. It will happen though, because on average, you do get a lot of people who will come in and they have channels. People do have channels. People just don't log into their channels. And so when they realize it, especially by new creators, they're like, okay, you know what? I should go over there. I should be doing that. I need to build that up. Let me be intentional. Let me take advantage of this. And so people will end up subscribing that way. Oh my God, this is so technical. Like a job in all itself. It is work. It is work. It is work. It is work. That is true. But recognize if you're doing it, I like it. I like it. I have to say, it's requiring a different side of my brain in terms of thinking about how to do things and stuff. And I don't get too frazzled and frustrated easily. So there's things where I'm like, okay, I'm going to do something and maybe I'm not doing it to perfection, which is fine. And I give myself grace in that way. And then at some point, I'll go back and make adjustments. But I just start the process. Can you automate on TikTok Studio? Automate like your posting. TikTok Studio, I did hear that you could schedule posting now if you have the separate app for TikTok Studio. In the app, you cannot. But I heard outside where you download the actual TikTok Studio app, I heard they have scheduled posts now. So I have not tried it. I do have it downloaded, but I have not used it. I just stay in the app for the most part. And then I just post when I'm ready to post. So for example, I got a video I got to post today for my TikTok shop. I have it like 80% done. I'll post it when I get off the call. And then I did a post today for this channel, for this page. And so I'll try my best because in the evenings I've been trying to do content so I can have stuff already prepped. So in the morning I just have to kind of maybe put some titles on it, some music, and then I post it. I need to batch create. I need to have some other batch content there, but I just haven't gotten to that point yet. You have to be set. You have to set and forget it. Yes, that's it. Yeah, automation is a big deal in terms of how you can really grow. So yeah, automation is a big deal. You got this, girl. Thank you so much. Same, it's a slow tick for TikTok NYT. Holla Q though. I tell people though, YouTube I recognize it's a slow grind. Don't get me wrong. YouTube is absolutely a slow grind. That is the expectation. TikTok, I don't think so. TikTok can be really successful, but again, it's a different pace. And because the algorithm will push content, which will push people into your live room, this is the first way you can monetize. You can actually make and start earning here quickly. I would say within 30 days, you could be monetizing in the app. And then within that 30 days, if you're setting yourself up, you could monetize outside the app where you're talking to people here and leading them to your solution. So within 30 days, you really could be making some passive income. It just depends on what you're offering, depends on your audience, it depends on how you approach it. But 30 days, you could start doing something. And I will say that with confidence, okay? But it does take you having that community. It does take you being consistent. It does have, I mean, you need to be intentional about who you're talking to. A lot of times people will just come on here and just say, I want to talk to anybody. I was in a call early. I was in a call, someone's live yesterday. I won't name names, but I was on a live yesterday. And the person was really interesting. Had come to my live a couple times and just asked the question like, do I have to niche? Do I have to select a niche? Is that imperative? Hi, Alex, how you doing? And my answer to that person, and I was in the chat, was, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. But the TikTok universe will for you. And that's, I mean, I wasn't trying to be smart aleck about it, but at some point, TikTok is going to select for you in the sense of who they're pushing into your room, who's coming to your content, how you're talking about stuff, or not. The reality is, if you're continuing to talk and you don't want to say specifically who you're talking to, people are going to either not engage, or TikTok is not going to even put your content in front of people. You won't get to the FYP because you're all over the place. So at some point, you do have to make a decision. In my opinion, it's probably better for you to make the decision, or instead of somebody else making a decision for you. Okay? So if you are trying to talk to somebody, especially if you have a target audience, And maybe that person was in your room or that person came across your content, but they didn't think your message was for them because you weren't directing it towards them. Then you just lost an opportunity. So that's why I said you might want to decide on your niche. So that in my opinion is so important in starting this process off. You said start multi streaming from the beginning. It is worth it to repurpose the live content. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. I will cheer to that. Thank you so much. Oh, you subscribe. Appreciate you, friend. Better payoff than a job. Working on making my job the side hustle. There you go. Yes, yes. I tried it. Thank you. It's good. Thank you so much. Gotta go exercise. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Sliding through. I appreciate you. Me too on matching. Yes. Thank you so much, Michelle. I see you, friend. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, so you said, hold on one second. It says, I'm working on my answer product as we speak. There we go. That's it. That's solution. You got to work on the truth. Yep. TikTok will be confused. Yes, it will be confused the whole time. Hello, everyone. I'm working on graduating from the affiliate pilot almost to 5,000. Look at you. You are. You are. Take a look at your, let me say this, friend, Alex. Go to your TikTok shop creator, the three lines in the corner, or it might be your face. Click your creator pilot program. Just click and see if it's changed over to full access because they will give it to you early. I just want to say that out loud. So keep checking that because it might have come early. I got it early on my other page, so it was not at 5,000. So I want you to make sure you're checking that, friend. You said, okay, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, because you're super close. And I think I got it around that number. God, it could have been sooner. So yeah, definitely keep checking. He said, I'm back. How you doing? Favorite, how you doing, friend? Raising three and growing me. Good morning, everybody. How are you, friends? Jamie Lee, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Mari Exa, thank you so much for liking the live. All right, so let's do this because I've been all over the place and it is 11:40 and I do have some afternoon meetings, so I'm gonna chat for about 20 minutes or so and try to get us off close to close to noon. And I so appreciate you all being here. And if, like I said, if you have not had a chance, definitely go over. Nice to be here. Appreciate you, ball winner. Thank you so much for being here. You're the best doctor. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have any specific questions as I transition, because I usually talk about, and if you are new to my room and you're like, okay, I want to meet with you, I want resources, go get my freebie. I usually promote. Thank you so much for the finger heart. I usually promote what's in my stand store. That's all I talk about in terms of my products. So if somebody DM you and say anything else, and they don't have a stand store and a link, but they have my logo and they have my name, they are an imposter. So I do have those imposters out there. So I just want you all to know they are not me. Okay? So UBC is what I promote. I'm an affiliate for that. I have an Instagram group chat for that. My bundle, if you want my bundle, I consider it a starter kit. If you are trying to be in this space and you want to be successful and you're trying to figure out how you doing, Zach? How do you start growing and creating the products that you need, whether it's a physical, digital product, whatever you're doing, you need to understand digital marketing. A lot of what I offer, thank you so much for sharing. You're welcome, friend. And on my YouTube people, you can go to my stand store link. That's what I'm talking about right now. You won't be able to see it because I'm going to show my camera, show my laptop, but that's where you can get resources. And you can schedule one-on-ones with me as well. And so, how you doing, short stuff? And Dr. Lisa, how do I put a green screen on my live? Enhance, so when you're in your live, hit the enhance sticker, or before you start your live, when you're setting up your screen to put your title of your page and stuff, there is effects, or when you click in the live, enhance, you click effects, and you can search any of the green screen options. There's the one with the little hand. When I have a page that I pull up from my camera roll, that's what that is. And so it just depends on what you're doing. You want it as your background, you want it as something that's up on the front of the screen. That's how you do it. I need to master digital products, take time to work through it. Yes. Here's what I will say though. The first step, and that's what the starter kit gets you, and I know newbie and you have it already, but the starter kit gets you that mastery because it's going to give you, thank you Zach for the FYP, it's going to give you the information on understanding the fundamentals of digital marketing. If you are in the space, and I say it all the time because I think people miss the bigger picture here. You're in digital marketing right now. You are participating in a subset of digital marketing. I don't know why that escapes people because you are anything that's done digitally. That's what this is. This is a live stream. You are participating in a live stream. You are viewers of a live stream. Now, on top of that, if you're a live host, you are then hosting a live stream, a digital product, essentially. And this live stream can be a recording. I could take this live stream and use it as a product for my audience where I'm telling them about going live, mindset. We talked about YouTube. We talked about all the things. This is my recording. I can take this product and email it to people. I can take this product and put it in my storefront and people could purchase it. I can make it a free product. Whatever I want to do with this is my product. Okay? Then when you have a content creator, you have content you're producing. You're representing your brand. So I'm representing my brand here as a live host. You're representing your brand and your content. And your content, obviously, you're trying, I hear you on that. Yeah, yeah. And people, I think people miss that as far as like, oh, well, digital marketing. I had somebody come in here a long time ago and say, digital marketing is a scam. And I was like, dude, you are in a live stream engaging in digital marketing and it's a scam. Like, read the room. You need to hold a mirror up to yourself and say, what am I doing with my life? Because that's the reality. That's what this is. And so when you're engaging in content, you might be representing yourself and your brand with the thought that maybe you will go viral and more people will start following your page. And as you build that page out with new followers and so many likes, you then can take that particular information, that data, and make what's called a media kit. Create the media kit surrounding all your social media platforms and your footprint in terms of how many followers you have, how much reach you have, and then you market yourself to a brand. And then they want to work with you to promote their product. And you do content to market that, to promote that product for that brand. Or you become an affiliate. Again, TikTok Shop is that. We are branding ourselves and talking about different products so that in turn we can get a commission. Okay? All of it is digital marketing. So I say that because people miss that and recognizing that there's a bigger picture here. So coming live, you monetize, and we talked about YouTube being a kind of a long game for that. But you actually can do it now here on TikTok and start monetizing both in the live, but even beyond. Because if you brand yourself effectively to your target audience, they're going to want to buy your solution. They're going to see themselves saying, okay, what you have is what I need. Because you're doing something, you're talking to their pain points, you are talking to their psychographics in terms of what their interests are, what they value, and then in turn, hi people, how you doing, cute animals? In turn, they see you as somebody who can support them or solve whatever need they have. So again, and it doesn't have to be anything major or extensive. It could be as simple as crocheting patterns. You have that in your storefront. People are thinking very intentional, like, oh, I love the way you crochet. I love the way you do that task. I need that solution from you. I want your pattern. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to feel like it has to be something grand. It's based on what your live topic is about, based on what you're offering. There are so many people who come to me all the time. How you doing, Trixie? There's so many people who come to me all the time. It's like, I went viral. Now what? What do I do? Hello, Seasoned. Thank you so much. Like, what do I do with that? Like, what happens next? And I was like, well, do you have a link in your profile that people can go to your page? Do you have, products that you can have them sign up for or purchase from you? And so the answer is no. And so that's why you need stuff too, because at the end of the day, you may have a situation where you do go viral. And what does that mean for people who then go into your clickable link on your profile? They're visiting your content and your page already, and then they purchase something else from you. So just think about the big picture here. And again, it doesn't have to be anything too difficult and challenging. But what I teach is that you want to make sure you're setting yourself up both now and in the future. And a lot of that means just engaging in the process and making sure you're doing the preparation to be successful. Okay? Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate you, friend. And so that's why I talk about this, and that's why I was like, okay, my 10 o'clock becomes my level up conversation because I can't have this with my 4 o'clock because of the mindset. There's a block that's happening that says, oh, I can't do what she's doing. Oh, I won't be successful. Oh, she's really good, and what she does is just something that I will never attain. Well, I will tell you that's not true. You're talking to somebody who's been at this for 4 5 months now, since January, but at the same time, I'm still growing. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube. You know what I'm saying? There's like so much more I could and should be doing. And so recognizing that it takes steps in this process. You got to keep going though. I don't want you to give up. If you have a quitter's mentality, you might be right at your breakthrough and you quit. You're not able to see. Like if you just went for a little bit longer, you could have been successful. Okay? Favor, you, that made me think of you because I know you were in the room the other day. I don't know if she's still in the room, but she was a person that we had a one-on-one and she said, hello, we're together. Yes, friend. She had a one-on-one and she said, oh, you said, yes, you are. She was worried about getting TikTok shop on her other account. And again, she was gonna get it because she's one of those people that when she put her mind to it, she gonna keep doing it. But she was like, I don't know what's happening. I should get TikTok shop. And I was like, oh well, you might get a notification. I said it kind of offhanded, and when I say stuff like that, you said absolutely yes. I know that's your nature because I saw how you did how you did this page. So I was like, okay, she's that person. She's that person that I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna see myself through. But I said offhandedly, like, yeah, once you get off this call, you'll probably have a notification because you checked all the boxes essentially. She checked the boxes in terms of her content, in terms of what she was looking to do with her page, but it just hadn't received the notification. And sure enough, she received the notification. So that's why I say, like, stay with it. Keep doing it. You'll get that breakthrough. It'll happen. How you doing, TT? Thank you. Thank you so much. So let me do this because I got 10 minutes. If you are interested, and I know a lot of you in the room, you might have gotten the bundle already. If you have the bundle and you're not in my Instagram group chat, let me know. I want to add you to the group chat. And then I want to make sure you're getting support and community from others who are there, and even me, because I sent out my information. I want to make sure we always are thinking about the next move. If you are interested in getting the bundle, I'll talk about that as well. Yes, that's that. Let's all be finishers. That's it. That's it. Yeah, we gotta finish. You gotta start first. We gotta start. There's a lot of people who have things and they're like, you know what? I need to get to that. And wait a minute, I'm speaking to myself right now because I have not finished. I tell you all the time, I need to do my YouTube a little bit better. I need to do those thumbnails. I need to work on that. So I'm gonna have to give myself a timeline and just say, okay, you will have that done and have that perfected. Maybe I'll do it for June. That's it. That's it, Michelle. If you're still in the room, for June. By June, I will be a better version of myself when it comes to YouTube. You said, Trisha, I'm in it to win it, Dr. Lisa. I refuse to quit. There we go, friend. Me too, talking to me. Exactly. Start. Well, I'm talking to myself. So I'll put it out there, y'all. June, I will do better. I will have thumbnails ready to go. That gives me 10 days, 11 days to get it right. And I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get my thumbnails. I'm going to have my first, I'm going to put it out there in the universe. I'm going to have my first 5 thumbnails. I'm just going to work on some thumbnails. That's it. 5 of them. I'm holding you to that. All right. I hear you, friend. I will. 5 thumbnails by June 1. I'm going to launch for 5 thumbnails for YouTube. So I've been procrastinating, kind of trying to slowly figure this out. I will do better. 5 thumbnails, got 11 days to do it. So I'm going to get it done. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much on the YouTube channel. So let me flip my camera real quick. If you want to get the bundle, and if you want anything on my storefront, I usually talk about consultations if you need that. If you need, hold on one second. If you need how to make stickers in your monthly batching class on YouTube. Say that again. How to make stickers in your monthly batching class on YouTube. Say that. You need. Do I need to do that? I was gonna just go on Canva, so let me know if I need to do something different. Hold on. I was just gonna go on Canva to make sure I did it. There are AR rooms that does it for your thumbnails. Really? Well, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Great. Mindful. I think it's. I want to learn and watch you. Okay. Oh, so I need to do it. You saying I should record myself doing it? Okay, great. I want to learn. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I should record myself in doing it. That would be a good idea. Have you used Canva for live background? Have I used Canva for my live background? No. You're saying like for here? Like as a green screen? Is that what you mean? Like pull something up from Canva and have it as my background? No, I haven't done that before. I can't remember the name, but I'll send it to you. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah, no, I haven't done a green screen. You know, I usually just have my wall up, but no. But I know you can. Obviously you can use anything, design anything with Canva. That makes sense. I should have it as a background for maybe my YouTube even, huh? That would be a good idea. That's an interesting concept. I know people do it. Interesting. All right, so let's do this. Let's see. So if you are in my room, let's see. Click my photo. We're gonna go there. My mini profile's gonna pop up. I'm gonna zip through this because I only have a few minutes before I have to get off. So we're gonna zip through, and you guys will see right here. I have my live event too. I want you guys to know that for next on Wednesday. That's for tomorrow. And then you'll get to my stand store. And if you're interested in a sneak peek for UBC, you can grab that. UBC is the Ultimate Branding course. I have a special Instagram group chat just for that group there because I want you guys to have someone you can go to ask questions, feel support as if you're as you're growing in that community. It's 54,000 people over there. Talks about branding, affiliate marketing, social media marketing, brand deals, all that stuff. So TikTok Live is also over there. Etsy, faceless marketing, they do it all. So it is a lot, and it's under the context of having your brand and making sure your brand resonates with your audience. So depending on what you're looking to do, you want to structure around your brand identity first. I'm going live for the first time this weekend, unsure how to start. Mindful, how are you, friend? You are in the right room. Let me say this, Mindful. Come to my 4 o'clock, if you can, my 4 p.m. Eastern. I appreciate you coming. Here's what I tell people, because I'm going to talk about it in more detail there. This conversation is usually my people who are like trying to now think more intentionally about the monetization that can happen from going live and making sure you're talking to your audience. When it comes to just the mechanics of going live, I spend a lot of time answering questions of people in the 4 o'clock because they're nervous and shy. But if you're going live for the first time, just hit the go live button. That's probably the first thing I would say to do. There's some preparation. I mean, obviously, since you know you're going to do it this weekend, you can promote. You can do a live event like what I just did here. I showed you really quickly. I showed you this live event. You can go on the live home screen and schedule it. So I have that going on tomorrow. And then this is the video that's associated with it. You could post that into your chat. Okay? I'm sorry, into your post. I'm sorry. Post the link into your video post. And so then you can put in your stories, you can put a note on it, you can forward it to your friends, so all that you can do. How you doing, Dr. Laura? Thank you so much for the support. And so that's just the way to promote it before, essentially before, so people know you're going to go live, and you have hopefully 1 or 2 people who will stop by and visit with you. Yes, go to 4 o'clock to learn. Yes, so much you won't regret it. Appreciate you. Yeah, so that's what happens there. This is the bundle. The bundle is on sale. It's usually $127. You can get it for $57 in this live. Thank you so much, all who are on the YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Um, and so you have um, the bundle that I was just talking about. This is like your starter kit. So your starter kit for um, going live, and I'm not going live, for creating your digital products, digital marketing 101, branding masterclass in your Canva, and then your PLR books as well. So all this is in the bundle. It also comes with me in a different Instagram group chat with 150 people in it at this point. So it's really a great way to build community, but also connect and start going live. The other two products are in here. This one here is the checklist for if you are going to go live, what you should be doing before your live, during your live, and after your live. And then you also have what I call the ChatGPT guide. So it's six steps to leveraging chat to help you find your audience, as well as to help you find your audience, help you find your topic, your niche, an intro script, and all the things. And then if you are looking to do a one-on-one, I offer one-on-one consultations. So maybe the other stuff in my live. Hello, friend. How you doing? Great tips as usual. Thank you so much. The other products in there, maybe that's not what you need. Maybe you have your own product, but you're looking for guidance and support on how to grow. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Um, and so you can use that as a way to build. You can meet with me and we can talk through it. I do a 2-for-1 package as well. Yes, I forgot to tell you what happened. And then this is the free guide. This is the mindset book. So grab that if you're interested in getting that workbook. It is my freebie. Tell me what happened. I figured out how to set up my standing calendar. Did it work? Awesome. Thanks, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome, friend. You're so welcome. So mindset is probably the first thing you want to get. Mind fuel. So grab that one. So it was that block, the timeout. Was that it? Let me know if that's how it worked. Thank you for sharing that. And then my friends on YouTube, my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She's the moderator for the chat. So I wanted to make sure I said that. So yes, she's the moderator. Yes. All right, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm winding down. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. Hopefully that was helpful. If you haven't claimed your points for the Daily Heart, grab that. Yes, I had to set up all the days and times, then block dates. Yep, that's it. Yep. Yeah, so it is for your account thing, for your level. So that's good. The block calendar option is there where you can set it up and block it. And then the $99 package has, I thought, yeah, so that makes sense to me because the flows, the funnels, some other features you don't get, the payment plans, all that stuff you don't get with the $29 package. But yeah, to make appointments, yeah, it should be in there. So I'm good they have it that way. I was actually thinking like, well, maybe they don't have that for the 29, but that doesn't seem right. So it's good that they have it for that plan. Um, okay. So yeah. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, awesome. All right, friends. Um, Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I am going to jump off. I appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, go ahead and grab what's in the stand store. You can get that information. All right, take care. Bye-bye. And my YouTube friends, I'm reading the chat. Oh, Michelle was talking about consultations for YouTube. So that's what you're saying. But she will connect with you if you have questions about YouTube. She's my YouTube coach, so she's telling you about YouTube as well. So yeah, so that's what's going on there. But let me know if there's any other questions. Um, Reread. Let me make sure I'm gonna read comments from over here. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing something. Reread said, um, someone pretending to connect. Okay. Someone getting the group unapproved. The group unapproved for what now? Let me know. What happened? Is this iridescent or you're saying iridescent? Is the person that sent something or is this iridescent? Who is this? Is it you say iridescent? So what happened? You gotta message me. Message me. Let me know what just happened. Said, no, the person pretended to want to connect, but they sent something, asked me to buy. I don't have the message anymore, but I would go to get in the group unapproved. It's okay. It is iridescent. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, what just happened? So iridescent is you. This is your other page, friend. So you said something happened. You're talking about the launch your income group. Now I gotta go back up into it. So I'm looking at you from over here because I can see the chat better. You know what? Maybe I can't scroll back up here. Message me, friend. Maybe that's where I'm trying to get back to the chat. Iridescent. You came in. You said the group chat on IG. What happened on the group chat on IG? Is there a group chat on here? No, there's not a group chat here. The group chat on IG, something happened. Hey, people trying to sell me stuff in the group chat. Is that allowed? No one's talked to me about selling you stuff on the group chat. I don't think people haven't done it in the group chat, but you're saying they're messaging you privately to try to sell you something. So who messaged you? It's me, yes. Hire doesn't send her a screenshot that she is calling you in a few minutes. Okay. This is the first time being on live YT. Okay, gotcha. All right. You know what? You tried to message, you were trying to say something. You know what? When we did the call on Sunday, is that what you wanted to talk about? Let's message because that would have been a good place to talk about it, so we can have like a clear understanding. If you did get something from somebody, let me know. Yeah, I forgot her name, but she said I'm from Detroit too, and then hit me with it. This is my first time being on live YT. Somebody from Detroit too. I don't know anybody. Detroit. You're Detroit. Nobody else is jumping out that is Detroit. Nobody else is. Let me know once you get the message, iridescent. Let me know the message so we can talk about it. But no, I don't. You know, let's talk. Let me think about that. Well, that definitely was not me. No, she has a book. Somebody with a book from Detroit. Somebody with a book from Detroit. I have to go back and look. Who has a book from Detroit? I know there's a children's book. Yeah, I don't know. Let's you said I'm from St. Louis. Oh, that's funny. I'm from St. Louis. I'm from Chicago. I'm not from Detroit. Let's talk about it, because here's I don't think that is the purpose of the group. However, let me say this, and this is me processing out loud. That is not, I don't know, it may be in my deleted messages. I'll check there. Okay, that'll be helpful. Here, let me process out loud, because I think at the end of the day, everybody is ideally, if you're going about this correctly, everybody should have a product, a service, a resource that they're promoting. I mean, that's the end game. That really is the end game. Now, if people are open to getting other people's resources, then I think that's fine. I don't want it to be a group where we're all just soliciting to each other. But I do think there is something to be said about, okay, if you, for example, hear, I don't know, Yes Michelle, and you know she does coaching for YouTube, you know she does crocheting, you know she understands that whole business model, and you wanted to get her to support you, I think that makes sense that you can connect with her in that way. So for that, Alfred, am I saying stuff? For that reason, I think it's fine. I don't want the group to become this thing where we're all just soliciting to each other. But I do think there is something to be said about knowing who's in the group. And at the end of the day, we might want to support or get that person's support. So I just felt away because she seemed to try to smooch me without even connecting. Interesting. Yeah, Yeah, that's not the way it should be done. I think there's a transparency that needs to happen where people introduce themselves in the group and say, here's the type of thing I offer. Go to my, go to my profile and learn more about me. And that's it. And you leave it there. And if somebody responds back and says, that seems creepy, yeah. And somebody responds back and says, yeah, ooh, I'm interested in that. Let me go to your page. That's fine. But you shouldn't have to like try to, be sleazy about it or anything like that or creepy about it. So I think that's wrong. To me, that would be the wrong approach, and that would be an approach where I would say, you got to rethink how you are even representing and looking at yourself online. So if you're looking at your live stream, and if that's what you're doing to your customers, people might be like, oh, like that seems very off-putting. So you got to be careful about that because that's the goal. The goal is, everybody is in an entrepreneurial business mindset. So if you are already coming off in a way where it's off-putting to people and you seem like you're trying to always hustle people, that's not going to work. You're not going to be successful doing that. There's only so many people who are going to want to buy your product or get any services from you. So that shouldn't be the approach at all. So maybe that's some coaching that needs to happen to that person. So if you find the name, let me know. I don't want to approach people in a way that says, oh well. Yeah, yes, because I'm like, dang, I only made one comment here and she came. Oh, yeah, that's off-putting. That's definitely off-putting. It went away. Hold on one second. Yeah, that's definitely off-putting. So, but that's somebody who probably needs to understand what they're doing is off-putting. that you got to be careful about how you're connecting with people, because if you're doing that, if she's doing it to you, then she's done it to multiple people. I mean, that's the reality of it. And if you were already like, yeah, it shouldn't have happened. Yeah, but let me know. Is that what you was trying to say? Let me know if that. It felt like 2 times you tried to get to me. Okay, I will message you about the TT question I had yesterday. Oh, okay, so that's a different question. Okay, I was like, it felt like you was trying to get to me at least 2 to 3 times at the group meeting and then TikTok and then obviously now here. Let me know if, well, it sounds like there's something else. So let me know because I'm available to chat, friend, and we can definitely talk. I don't want anybody to feel put off. So I want you all to grow. That's the goal. That's the mindset I have. It has to be about supporting people. I may be a moment of it may be a moment of not knowing how to promote yourself. I'm going to go. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you. In the Zoom, I'm gonna ask about the IG thing. Say that again. In the Zoom, I was gonna ask about the IG thing. Okay. Yeah, that would have been good. We could have had that conversation. I would have appreciated having a conversation with everybody in the room and just kind of talk through it, because that could have been a good teachable moment for other people in the room too, just to understand, like, you know, the reality is how whatever that person said or did made you feel a certain way, and if they're doing that to you, then they are probably making other people feel a certain way as well. Yeah, so that's important to recognize that. All right, friends, I appreciate you all. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I'm about to jump off YouTube. I'm actually going to do my YouTube exclusive um, tonight at 6. So thank you all who are coming in the room. I appreciate you all. Gotta charge my phone. I'm gonna do that tonight at 6, and let me know if there's any last minute questions. I appreciate you. Thank you, Iridescent. Please, please, please message me so we can chat. All right, friend. If you want to message me on Instagram, that's probably better because I could do voice memos and I can answer questions. Better than TikTok. TikTok doesn't have that feature. All right. Okay. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. Bye-bye. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Good night. Good day. Bye-bye.